An untold story from the planning of D-Day is the focus of the play, Pressure.
We're faced with 4, soon to be 5, storms in the Atlantic of unprecedented intensity for the time of the year.
You know, I'm not a weatherman, Dr. Stagg, but you expect me to believe that forecast? I mean, look out the window, for God's sakes.
Well, the story follows the planning of the Allied mission and when the invasion should be launched, and it all comes down to the weather. General Eisenhower receives competing forecasts from his meteorologists, one Brit, one American, and then drama unfolds. So to tell us more about the play, Downton Abbey's Kevin Doyle is back in the Your Morning studio. Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you.
Please tell everybody what you just told me.
I'm looking forward to Friday.
And why is that?
Minus 26 degrees.
He is looking
Can't
forward
wait.
to, look at him, he's looking forward to it. Do you find that you pay more attention to the weather now that you've played a meteorologist?
I do, yes, I do, yeah. I know Yellowknife is going to be minus 47 or something like that.
Kelsey's paying attention.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you going to do when it's that cold? Because we'll all be inside.
Oh, I'm going to walk around. I want to experience it. We never get weather like this.
Okay, well, I have some tips for you on how to dress before you walk around.
Okay.
We'll chat about that later. But first off, I want to say this is a great play, especially for people who are fans of history, who are fans of theater. It was a phenomenal play to sit and watch. If you love period movies, just go and see the play. You can just see everything up close. It's great. And your fans are happy to have you back in the theater because there was a huge round of applause when you walked out on stage. What's it like to be back on the stage in live theater?
Quietly terrifying. I mean, if you think about it, it's a silly thing to do for a living, isn't it? Pretending to be somebody else dressed up in somebody else's clothes and doing it in front of 900 people. So it's thrilling as well. It's a lovely change from being in front of the camera, for instance.
Yeah, for sure. What was it about this story? Because it's based on true facts, historical events, a little-known part of a very well-known invasion.
Yeah, I mean, D-Day shouldn't have been the 6th of June. It should have been a little bit earlier than that. But this rather troublesome Scot decides, well, he tells General Eisenhower that the weather is going to be appalling, but whenever anybody looked outside, it's just beautiful weather. He says, surely it's going to stay like this. He says, no, it's not. I understand British weather. It's going to change. And there's this thing called the jet stream, which nobody knew about.
Yes, that was fascinating to me, that this scientist believed in the jet stream when all other indicators before had been to just look at previous weather forecasts.
That's right, yeah.
Well, the science of it was really fascinating as well. Also to remember, like, I mean, now we're so used to getting the weather through an app on our phone, but that they had to get these calls in from ships in the ocean, and they had to write down the numbers, and then these maps would go up.
And Canada was very important as well, because that's where all the storms were coming from, so they kept ringing Newfoundland and Nova Scotia, and what's the weather like there, because it's going to be coming over here. And so that's, so Canada had a big imprint on what happened then.
There's some similarities, too, between Canada and Britain in the fact you got a big laugh in the line in the play where when you say the weather change.
Yeah. It's all we ever talk about.
That's what I feel like here in Canada, too. You know, I'm a big fan of Downton Abbey, and you were here last time because you were promoting the film. And over the course of all the seasons, Mr. Mosley became this beloved character. You both physically cringed at his awkwardness, but you cheered him on wholeheartedly when he won. How did you make him your own? Is he drawn from people that you knew?
No, I mean, it's all in the writing. You just sort of respond to the writing, and it was...
But what's not in the writing is your facial expressions and just the jitteriness of his movements. Yeah,
I guess we bring something to it individually, but... I mean, it is the writing. You can't get away from that. It was a gift of a part.
Okay, I'm going to give you one tidbit before you head out in the cold.
Okay.
Do you have mittens?
Oh, yeah, I bought some more yesterday.
You bought some? Oh, good. And you've got the scarf, and you've got to cover your head.
No, I've got to buy a scarf, I think, haven't I?
Okay.
Something to protect my face.
We'll see what we can scrounge up for you here at Your Morning. Kevin, great to have you back here just in time for the cold. A reminder to everybody, Pressure is the name of the play. It's playing at the Royal Alexandra Theatre until March the 5th.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.